just had no desktop audio this whole time because my computer's being dumb. Hold on. Well, there was pretty music playing, but now there's... Well, I mean, there is now, but there wasn't before. Yay! Sorry, fam. I totally thought there was music playing. Oh well, let's say hi to our players.
Yeah.
And too broke
Hello.
to continue subbing.
Hello.
Hello.
My computer
Hello.
apparently did the thing where it just like redoes your desktop audio, your mic,
I
blah blah
hate
blah.
that.
So
Excellent.
I thought there was background music playing at the beginning of stream, but no, there was not.
Love it.
Oh
It's
no.
At least we realized before, so we didn't just start playing. And people in chat are like, "We can hear no one and nothing."
Wow.
Oh no. Maybe
Better
it's a silent D&D style.
Apparently,
pantomime.
someone thought
Pantomime.
silent DMing was a thing, and I'll never understand that one. But that happened once upon a time. Anyways, hello, friends.
Hello.
Be
Hello.
being a fan, thank you for those subs. I appreciate ya.
You know,
We're back.
you're welcome.
It's been 3 weeks, I believe, since our last session. You'll notice we
Too
are
long.
down a Dutch. Than, as usual,
Dutchman.
Thanrand is here. He is just off camera.
I am here.
Dutch is not, though. Today there is no Dutch. He might, who knows,
Hi, hello.
show
I'm
up.
still Dutch.
There is
We're
a
only down
Dutch
one
player,
Dutchman.
but no that Dutch geek. How's that? He may show up, who knows, and we'll adjust things on the fly, but it is unlikely as he had a family obligation crop up at the last moment, and he's being a nice person and helping out. I would definitely be a less nice person and be like, well, that's too bad. I made plans and you never told me. Sorry, fam. So
Bye.
props
Then you
to
would dab
Dutch.
on them, and then
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Anyways, and we're doing probably a shorter session, again, more of like a 2-ish hour session, because we don't want to do anything too, like, for lack of better words in gamer language, nothing too related to the MSQ, without Dutch here. So
Yeah, we do. Sure, why not?
it's a side
back.
quest
We'll be back.
kind of day, but sometimes it was the most fun in D&D anyway, right?
Shopping episode. Let's go.
You also can
Yay.
do that, because some of you had a shopping episode last
I
session,
have
but
3
some of
silver.
you
Let's go.
didn't. So.
I mean, wasn't Dutch one of the people that was gonna go for more shopping?
Well,
Yeah.
as well?
there was
For the
a
brothel?
there was a blacksmith that was mentioned
Yeah,
because he was
blacksmith thing.
hunting for enchanted swords.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's
right.
But
He's
we'll,
like,
we'll
nobody
see.
can make an enchanted sword here.
He
Come
was
on.
like hell bent.
He was determined. Yeah. So before we jump into our session, does anyone have any announcements or anything you want to share and or promote?
Just
Oh.
that I'm. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go.
Just that I'm still doing my support-a-thon. I am doing a little bit more Twitch streaming this month just because I noticed last month it really hurt my charity thing. So I don't want that to happen when I'm doing a support-a-thon to make, gas and food money for my trip back home to California at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So I will be on Twitch a little bit more this month. I may also be on YouTube, but I also don't have a whole lot of time to be streaming to begin with. So mostly Twitch this month for my support-a-thon. We have all kinds of giveaways and incentives and stuff to unlock, just like when I do charity streams. So yeah.
Sweet.
Show support to Briar.
Yes, do the
Yeah.
thing.
Help.
Do the thing. And
I'll
Kay?
go.
Yeah.
So I have moved to streaming during the day. I used to be streaming during the night. I
Yay!
have more
Someone
free
else stream
time.
during the day with me.
Yay!
That means
so
that I can
now-
watch through now.
Yeah.
Yes, this is
Okay.
true. So I'll be live on Twitch on Monday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and then on Tuesdays I'll be streaming over on YouTube because I kind of want to diversify my content, and I think that's true for a lot of streamers on Twitch right now because it's
Mhm.
kind of a wild west right now. So yeah, 2 to 6 Central Time on those days.
Woo.
Woo!
We love a daytime K.
I do too.
Yay. Bowdy, Thin, anything else? Again, it doesn't have to be on your behalf too. If someone else is doing something cool you think people here would enjoy, feel free to mention.
Nothing I can specifically think of right now. No.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
Streams. I'm just streaming, but nothing special at the
Oh,
I'm
moment.
You're
still not
special.
streaming.
All of your streams are special, Bowdy.
There you go. Okay, before we jump into session, just the usual reminders. You can get our players links anytime, ! Players. I'll probably have to update that soon, especially if we're doing some diversification and all that jazz. At the moment, it just has everyone's Twitch links, but their Twitch pages probably also have links to their other socials on there, so check those out. We have varying homebrew rules in place, and also just a range of experience at our table. So if we do something different to how you would do it, that might be why, or we just are more invested in having fun than playing rules as written. And try not to backseat game or DM or tell a player how to play their character in the chat, because we'll ignore it, and it'll just probably get you annoyed. So yeah, we're gonna jump into it. So where we left off, all members of our party had successfully competed in, with of course one being able to take home the top prize, a big combat tournament in the city of Ankarel on one of their downtime days in between building up their esteem and reputation with the Cobalt Soul in the city. They competed in the Scarbearers tournament over in the Bowl of Judgment, and Fury, played by that Dutch geek who is not here today, was victorious and took home the grand prize of 500 gold pieces. May have partied a little too hard post-winning, and Fury is now spending a day with a wicked hangover and requiring some recovery. Everyone put up a very good showing in the tournament. Well done all around. And where we had specifically left off was the morning of the following day. Our players have rested, mostly recovered from their tournament, the exertion they put forth, and they've had a very busy morning. Even though it's just breakfast time, they received some letters. One from a friend or an acquaintance they met in Bazazan, a tiefling named Prolix, who is a member of the Allegiance of Allsight. They received a somewhat more vague letter, seemingly from the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream, with 5 signatures. And they are sitting down to breakfast. And I would also like everyone, while you're eating your breakfast, to roll me a perception check, please.
Oh.
Will do.
Am I having breakfast at the same inn as everyone else?
Oh,
No,
that's right, because you're not here.
Because Neri, there we go, also may have reunited with a former, or maybe not former, but a love interest that had been put on pause and is seemingly picking back up again. They are across town. Actually, no, you can make the same perception. You can make a perception check as well for me.
Oh. What do I see? What do my tiefling eyes see?
Well, maybe nothing. We'll find out.
Not much, because that's a 6.
You are just so, like, having a hard time taking your eyes off Nessa, being like, how is she still so hot
She's
even with
just
morning
so
hair?
beautiful.
Like, what is happening right now? And you're making up for lost time. Your eyes are only for Nessa right now. Everyone else?
That is a fat nat 1. That one is going straight
Wonderful.
to my
You're just looking after Fury. Fury's sitting at the table with you, and you're just like rubbing his back, like, it's okay, buddy. And he's like trying to eat, and he's like, oh, he's having a hard time. Anna and Cole, how do we do?
12.
12? And I feel like Anna might be frozen, because realize Kay has not moved in some time.
Yeah, Discord froze.
Yikes.
Oh,
A
no.
17
Oh,
from
wait.
Anna.
17? Okay, cool.
Sorry about that.
All good. Cole, you will notice while you're eating your breakfast, because you'd seen before, like, when you checked with the bulletin board that had the signups for the tournament, it also mentioned a talent show at the Lap of the Gods Resort, which was originally scheduled for tomorrow, but you notice the posters, there seems to be some fresh, like, ink, the date's been crossed out, and now it just says tonight on the posters, and you remember both the combination of the fresh ink as well as you remember seeing that before and being like, I think that's new. Enna, you'll notice that, but you also overhear from one of the tables next to you some people talking, just like two humans. They seem to be, if you had to guess, like upper middle class, maybe merchants. Like, they're dressed well, they're not dressed like nobles, like they don't have ostentatious jewelry, they don't have any nice perfume or anything on, but like decent fabric, nice clothes. And one of them's like, oh, after work today, you want to hit up the steam gardens? Like, I feel like I could use a bit of a massage, maybe a steam. And one goes, oh, didn't you hear? I think they're closed. And was like, what do you mean closed? They never closed. And it's like, yeah, I saw a sign this morning, closed for repairs. So it's like, I swear, it's like our friend was there last night. It seemed fine. And they're talking about that.
Oh, that's peculiar.
And if you want a
Yes, ma'am.
refresher on what the letters you received said, let me know, and I can also reread them to you.
I remember
Is,
one of them. One of
Who
like
all
the
received letters? Just them?
The party, yeah, so you wouldn't know yet, because they
Right.
were brought to the inn
Cause-
where the majority of you were staying, and the innkeeper brought them to you guys with your breakfast and said these were left for
'cause-
you.
one was from the forgot the name of the organization, but the one where that lady from the before we teleported, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna avoid that word, but yeah.
Bitch.
But like they were basically like, "Hey, thank you for letting her live. Come here so we can thank you properly."
Yeah.
Right? Like that, right?
The final line of the letter was, "We hope you will allow us a second chance at a first impression."
Right.
So,
And what was the other letter again?
it was from Prolix, from the Allegiance of Allsight. And I
Yeah,
can...
but what was?
So it said, "Hello, my intrepid friends. I'm hoping this missive finds you well, and you have made it to Marquette safely. I'm very much hoping Question was able to find you and allow you to make use of my teleportation tablet in that maze of a fortress. She seemed rather distressed last we spoke. Seeing as you are one of the few groups to spend extended time inside the Betrayer's Rise and make it out safely, I would love to meet and pick your brains, if it were. Not just myself, but if you were willing, some members of my organization, would also love to hear you recount your exploits. It could even perhaps be mutually beneficial, as we are an organization of scholars, and if I recall, you are on somewhat of a mission of historical nature or archaeological value. I spend most of my time in the city and the Sigil District at the Crystal Chateau. I do hope you find time to stop by." And it was signed Prolix Yusuf.
Right.
Has Neri joined us?
Eventually, not at this moment.
Okay.
Did we? I think we did know which organization he was a part of, right?
Yeah, he
Or
told
did
you
we
when
not?
you first met him. Yeah.
I can't remember.
It's the, like, basically the university and the top group for scholars and mages in the city.
Right. Okay.
Basically,
Okay.
Uncarel, the Hogwarts, for lack of a better word, they run.
Gotcha. So, do we? What are we gonna do today, guys? Are we gonna go to see Prolix, or I'm guessing we're not gonna go to the bitch organization, right?
Well,
I-
Shouldn't we wait for Neri? Like, she's not here yet. What's taking her so
Right.
long?
Yeah. See, I really think something's going on between those two.
Yeah,
what gave you that
it seemed-
impression?
There
don't
seemed to
know,
have
they
been some tension.
Yeah, they've been spending so much time together, and like
Well, we
when
spend
we
a
Maybe
lot
they're
of time
all
together.
friends.
Yeah, well, so right, get this right. We went to the spa, right?
Get this.
And
Get
I'm getting
this.
it. I'm getting
I mean,
it.
I
so far.
got my
Cheese
own room because I did that last time, and then I'm pretty sure they had the same room
As you?
at the spa.
Is you or them two?
No. Them together. No.
Oh, you think they shared a private room at the spa?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Wow.
I just imagine
There's something
Fury
going
over
on.
his hair of the dog. Just, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I wonder.
From the corner, just suffering.
I wonder what they did in there. It's weird.
I
don't know.
Cole, I think you have an idea of what they
What do you think?
They might
Why
have spent
they-
some
I think they
intimate
talked.
time.
You hear
Yeah, I
Fury.
think they talked.
Oh,
You hear Fury just like, normally I'd like to picture what they did, but today I don't want to picture anything. And he's just like, nauseous.
I just want to hear your theory.
Hmm?
I just want to hear
Yeah,
your theory.
I'm curious because you spent so much time with them. I would
What
love
do
to
you
hear
think
what
they
you
know?
thought.
Ryan?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure there might be something going on between those two.
Like, what do you mean going on between those two?
Like a
do
relationship
you mean by
or
that?
something. I don't know.
Oh,
I
you
don't
think
know.
they're together?
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah,
like
I'm
a
pretty sure.
thing?
Like girlfriends?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Pretty
we might have
sure.
to have a talk with Neri when she gets back. I wonder if she's gonna come back with her.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good question.
Neri, I'll let you decide. Would you be in a, like, eat breakfast and, like, head immediately back to your party, or would you be, like, trying to draw it out and, like, maybe, like, closer to, like, what time of day would you, unless someone else comes to get you first, would you be aiming on trying to rendezvous with your friends?
Probably like soon after waking up. But Luna, I would invite her to come with though, like depending on what she's doing.
She would happily take you up on that. She has no plans. Again, she was kind of banking on, if not banking, but leaving things open, because if she had won that tournament instead of the cash prize, she would have taken the job, and then she didn't want to commit to anything in case she got the job and then had stuff to do. So your day is wide open, and she will happily accompany you.
Plus,
I think actually Enna
the way back.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think Enna actually knows. Like she picked up what Neri was putting down. I think with the perception check he had me do, the last time. So I nudged Cole. I was like, I know what they're up to. Let the lovebirds. Let the lovebirds do what they gotta do.
I know too. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm remembering.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's not important.
We were trying to figure out who was paying for breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
While you guys are...
Was breakfast included in our rooms or no?
Well, a couple of us got some extra stuff, so
yeah.
It's just,
Oh.
Yeah, like basic breakfast, like continental breakfast is included. Hot breakfast with like meats or like stuff would be.
That sounds.
You know how I love my meats.
Yeah, you do.
So while y'all are discussing this, you hear a deeper voice over your shoulder, like, "Excuse me." Look over and see the familiar face of Maggie Keen Eyes, that both Enna and Fury faced in the tournament.
Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi. Just wondering how some of you are holding up this morning. I know I feel kind of. Oh, I could definitely use an extra day. That's for sure. And Fury doesn't even look up. Fury just kind of does like this, like waves at her, head still down, head still down, as I hit my microphone.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a rough night, I think. I'm doing pretty good, I think. Yeah, it was a fun tournament, and I had a good sleep.
Very nice. Well, I mean, clearly, I don't know about you guys, but my friends and I, we've decided we're gonna be here for a while, and figured this would be easier rather than just continuing to bump into each other if you wanted to get a hold of us. And she slides to Orion, since you're sitting next to Fury, and Fury is not really looking, a sending stone. It looks similar to the one that Cole has with question, but this one has like a different marking on it. And then she holds up the matching one and says, we don't really have anyone. We got a hold of these and didn't really have anyone to give the other one to, because we tend to stay fairly together. So just figured.
I look around for the rest of the party. Are they there?
Well, no. At the moment she is by herself. She came, like, they're probably still eating, and she came over to drop this off. Kind of thing.
How's the group, Maggie?
Oh, seem to be doing okay. We had fun celebrating yesterday. Just the general air in the town. I think Irvin was looking into something. I think he caught wind of a lead for a new case that we're gonna maybe be on. Yeah, he wasn't there yesterday, and you can see there's like a little bit of bitter. Like she sounds a little bit annoyed he wasn't there cheering her on when the rest of them was. The rest of them were, I should say.
And she says that in front of Cole and I?
She says that he's found. That's just, you can tell from like the tone, and she kind of like looks at the ground when she says it and then looks back. You like just body language, you can tell she's annoyed that he wasn't there a little bit.
Yeah, because I remember during the tournament, I had noticed that he was missing.
Yeah.
I was like, huh, you don't say. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's diligent, huh?
Very diligent.
Well, I mean, I think he was just trying to, find something for us to do, because obviously we were kind of chasing down the same story as you guys with much less success, and it kind of, it got us dealing with that red bitch, and clearly our instincts weren't so good.
Her. She's the worst.
Are you still dealing with her?
Oh, no. We had we brought her back, obviously, right, to their to her friends, and they said that they owed us a favor, and we just told them we had no interest. We don't want anything from them. And just kind of left.
Yeah.
Good call.
I think that was the right choice. I think that was
Yeah.
a good call. Good.
Yeah. So either, but now we need to find kind of something new to do. So
Yeah, need a job. Understood.
yeah. So I guess he was chasing down a lead. And we found him. He said he had something, but he was a little sauced. So he's gonna tell us when he wakes up today.
Do you not want to get back though?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, hey, dropping this off.
No,
Also,
I mean,
just...
no, I know, no, like that's really nice, and I appreciate it, and it's nice. But like, I mean, don't you want to go back home? You know?
I mean, some of us do, but not really. I mean, Galceriad loves it here. He's a giant nerd, and there's nerds everywhere. He loves books, he loves magic, he loves all that shit. So
What a
he's
nerd.
right at home. Irvin has never really seemed fond of home. We don't push him on it too much, but definitely doesn't seem to be a place, not much love lost there. And then, of course, Io's just seeks adventure, and there is no adventure where she is from, so this is, whole new world. Why
That's
not?
fair.
Yeah, what about you?
Io being Io.
Well, I mean, I've kind of gotten the most out of what I wanted in our group. Now I'm just kind of here to look after my friends. So my goals were met. I'm pretty good.
You're a good friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, if I'm being
Well, then-
honest, really one of the only kind of, aside from just, making some friends, as much of a loser as I sound, my only real dream I had was, not a dream, but I always wanted to kind of, like, match blades and spar with someone that was similar, and not just, like, strength, but tactical prowess, and, coming up against you guys quite a few times, I kind of feel like, and the tournament, even meeting on the road before, like, I feel like I've kind of gotten that a little bit, and I don't know, I feel like it's gonna keep happening, so I feel like I'm pretty good.
Yeah, nice. That
Well-
sounds good.
Well, I'll
thank
say
you for
this
the show.
much: wanting to make friends doesn't make you a loser.
Not at all.
True.
Just
No,
want you to
but-
know that.
Talking about
Like-
it being a goal because it's difficult kind of does. That's a bit.
You know what? My goal
sad.
is to make friends too.
Well, it seems like you
Yeah,
got
and
some.
we became instant friends, like very good friends, pretty much
Oh,
from
yeah.
day one.
Yeah, like from the first
Wow.
word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Great.
Maggie, are you? I'm your friend, right?
We're friends,
Yeah,
right?
we're friends, right?
Yeah. See, look what
Sure,
you did
if
it.
you.
We like
If you want.
surround her.
All of a sudden,
I
she
did
looks
it.
very
You friends-
overwhelmed.
You friends with us? Are you friends with us?
All of
Maggie,
a
are you
sudden, she
friends
looks
with us?
very overwhelmed, and then is like, "Oh wow, look at the
Give her
time."
some room.
Like,
Give her some room, y'all. Give her some room.
I should probably get back. I told them I was just gonna, drop this off. We're gonna go rouse the skinny one, and see what this lead he found is. But
Is that a euphemism?
no, not in this
Oh.
instance. Really not my type. I kind of need someone that I wouldn't be afraid that I would crush them.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Big. I get it. Same page. Same page.
Exactly. By the
Well,
way,
thanks for
you
the
good?
stone.
I didn't whack you looking at Anna like too hard. The hammer yesterday.
No, it was
You
great.
good?
I had fun. I thought I had you, but no, you clearly had me. Maybe next time.
Hey, I'll never say no to a rematch.
Sweet.
All right, well, see you around. You know where to find us. Just give us a ring.
Yeah.
I don't guarantee who's holding. We kind of like trade the stone around. So, but it'll be one of
Alright.
us. It'll be one of the group.
Okay, cool.
But do you
Thank
guys
you.
have
Make
do you guys have
friends
like
too. It'll
a
always-
name yet? Because we can't come up with fucking shit.
That'd be a terrible
I
name.
love how honest Maggie is.
Maggie's the best.
I love Maggie.
Well, just like we're
Yeah.
thinking, oh, new city, fresh start, maybe like more than just, contract berserk or something cool. Maybe we can even form a guild organization, but we need a name, and I don't.
Right. Yeah,
Got
we
nothing.
don't really have a name
We
yet.
don't have a name either.
Damn.
Do we,
No.
guys? Do we? Do we have a name?
I don't think so.
I don't think we do. No. But we're the bestest of friends, so maybe that should just be our name.
Is that our name? Bestest of friends?
Yeah.
He's like,
What
well,
about-
I can. We'll leave that one for you. We won't poach that one. You're good. Yeah, well.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll let you know when.
If you come up with
Yeah,
one,
we'll hit you up.
so if you come up with one just for you guys, let us know. We'd love to. So also, if we're ever, you know,
Same for
maybe
you,
recommend
like,
you for something.
Like if you guys come up with a name, just you know, just give us a ring, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, or if you come up with like extra names, like you know, we can
These
like
are our runner-ups.
yeah, maybe we can give you our runner-up.
You don't
you
want
give us
this one.
Your
You can have
runner-up,
this one.
something like that. We'll figure it out together.
Great.
On my napkin, I write "Muscle Tribe of Danger and Excellence."
Not gonna lie, out of character, my head just goes like Fury feeling like shit and two Storm Bros as a group named the Shitstorm. But that really only applies to two of you. So.
Oh man.
No, because they're the storm and the rest of us are the
shit. I mean that in the good way. Like, you know, someone's like,
yeah,
oh,
exactly.
Anyway.
Exactly. You get it.
All right. Well, so she bids goodbye, heads back to wherever district she came from, wherever they're staying. You now have a way to contact your friends.
As soon as she's like out of sight, I'm just gonna pick up the Sending Stone and like hold it to my mouth. Does this work?
She gave it to the wrong person.
She's just gonna hear back. Yeah, and it'll work a lot farther away too. And like,
okay, cool, thanks.
You can kind of hear her in person at the same time.
Yeah,
out the window. Yeah,
or whatever.
Like, yeah, I'm still here.
Hear her out the window. Amazing. Oh, amazing. Alrighty. Well, by the time that's happening, if Neri and Nessa were gonna make a relatively quick breakfast handover, as she's leaving, maybe like another 15-20 minutes or so pass, and you guys were still chatting, and Neri and Nessa will walk in, come join you.
And when Neri walks in, like, she looks normal Neri at first, and then she sees the group and just flushed cheeks and just keeps walking like a
I point at Neri and say, look, it's Neri.
Yeah, she's like, oh,
it's our friend.
Hi, Neri.
She just looks down and heads as fast as she can toward you guys. Like, if Nessa's following, great. But she's just like,
Nessa has shit-eating grin, stride of pride. Like, yeah, I fucking got laid last night. Like, look, that's Nessa.
Let's go.
Oh, hey, and
like she walks up and I'm in the middle of like I'm like so listen, no, if you all convert to the Stormlord, then we can actually be like Shitstorm or something. I don't know. We could just be Storm friends. I don't know.
Storm friends instead of Storm bros.
Look, Storm is a cool word. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
You can all get matching tattoos. Like, cool.
You can all get matching tattoos. Here's some pamphlets.
Wait, what if we did?
Just free literature. Just take
Here
it.
Here we go. The Stormlord's hammer crossing the Moonweaver's crescent moon.
See?
You can call yourselves Moonstorm. Storm Moon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We all just walk out with like
Crescent Storm sounds
tattoos.
cool.
Wait, that does kind of sound.
Crescent Storm sounds like an operation name in an X-Men like comic, like Operation.
Yes,
Crescent.
it does.
Hey, we could be Operation Crescent Storm.
That sounds cool.
OCS. Imagine if somehow you can make it became OCD. Could be your initials. Anyway.
We could get OCS.
Or even better, you make a group name that the initials are ADD, and then Orion's right at home. Anyway, so yes, those two have joined.
So how was your morning?
This is Nessa.
Right, Nessa, right? Yeah, I totally remembered. I'm great with names.
We
really is.
I mean, you only,
kind of grew up in Tal'Dorei
nearly murdered
together.
me yesterday. You'd think you'd remember my name. It's fine.
No, I didn't murder you.
No,
We had a
just
good
embarrassed
fight though.
me,
That was
that's all.
fun. Embarrassed? Why?
You're right. It was fun. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Do you mind if I have some of this? And she starts picking at the little bits of your breakfast left. Just like
Sure.
grabs a pastry.
Do you want your own? I'll get you one.
Oh, we had some back just the
okay.
walk here.
Oh.
Okay.
Worked up an appetite.
Yeah, I bet.
Right. I bet you did have a wonderful breakfast.
Well,
Yep.
one of us did.
One of you. Why not both of you?
Only one of you did? What happened? Did the server not, complete
Are we?
everything? Like, did they not bring everything you needed?
Can I not share?
Just looks at Nessa,
That's you-
or looks at Deary. Wondering if Briar even understands my innuendo.
So, anyway, what were you all discussing when we walked in? Something about
Well,
a shitstorm.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about like
A name.
we're trying to figure out a name for our group, right? Because like and I just think that like Storm has a cool ring to it, and like we're just trying to figure
So you
out
went
like if you all here's a pamphlet, you can read up on the Stormlord. And if you feel like converting, like we can do that. Me and Fury both are qualified to like
As she takes the pamphlet, she like looks at Nessa like, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
shows
anyway.
her the pamphlet too, like, sure. But which like I don't think Nessa is in any way religious at all. And Neri has always been like very devout to the Moonweaver. So they're just kind of like, yeah.
we could incorporate
Sure.
different like aspects of our faiths or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's definitely something we'll have to think about, I guess, if we're going to be taking on contracts or anything like that.
I mean,
Perhaps you
yeah,
can.
but
A common naming convention. This is where we're from is noun plus verb. So it could be storm plus something like storm chaser, storm weaver, storm finder. I don't know, but find
Stormweaver.
Storm weavers?
I'm
I
not
like
really
Storm
religious
moon
at
weaver,
all.
storm lord. Just seemed.
You could pretend. Orion, it's fine. You don't even have to
Yeah.
pretend.
Non-denominational
I'm-
Stormweavers.
Yeah.
Non-denominational
Stormweavers.
Stormweavers.
I don't know.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be religious. It could just be like
It
you
really
weave
doesn't
a
have to be
storm
real.
of chaos by your very presence or something. Who knows?
That's kind
Is this
of
Chaos
Or like that
why?
shitstorm. Maybe the storm you're weaving is the shitstorm that you mentioned.
Operation Chaos.
Why chaos though? We're not chaotic, are we?
Have you met us?
Yeah, we're the bestest of friends. That was my suggestion for a group
Yeah,
name.
bestest of friends was his suggestion.
Storm friends. Sounds
Storm
great.
friends.
I feel like that's too much. That refers too much to these two guys because they're the Storm Bros.
We
you
are,
know,
yeah.
and
yeah,
Storm
it
This
is
is
interesting.
true.
That's why I'm saying, like, if
agree
we
with
all, or if anybody's open to converting,
No.
like, I'm just saying, like, it's okay if you're not, but like, we could
Storm
increase
Bros
the
and
number
Co.
of storm people.
Storm Bros and Co.
Yeah.
Storm Bros Incorporated.
I'm sure something will come to us. We'll be on the road together for a while.
I also wrote
imagine.
down Muscle Tribe of Danger and Excellence.
Oh,
It's a mouthful,
It's a
But-
mouthful. That's what she
and
said.
it also doesn't. Yeah, it is. Anyway,
It is what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like
Anyway.
a bit long of a name, you know.
Yeah,
Doesn't really
it's
roll off the tongue.
I'll
Oh,
put
what?
some thought into
I don't
it.
know where Anna's getting this from.
I love
I've
it.
been around you
I'm here for
humans way too long.
I pull
Yeah.
out my notebook and I start like just scratching notes and stuff and thinking about it.
I'm sure we'll find something.
I'm sure.
And otherwise, we still have the bestest of friends.
We'll
When in
always be
doubt.
the bestest of friends.
Right. So, yeah. What are we gonna do, guys?
That awkward silence.
So, are we gonna go see what's his face, or are we gonna still go after the bitch organization, or what's the plan?
who? What are those
Right.
options?
Right. Yeah. So you missed this. We have letters.
Oh,
So they'll show you the letter
Mhm.
from Prolix that I read out earlier.
yeah.
And then they will also show you the letter that has a red crimson wax seal saying, "Greetings. I hope this letter has found the hands of the correct adventurers. A colleague of ours, Aloysia Telfan, has been recovering from her trip inside the Betrayer's Rise, and I heard there was some tension between her and yourselves. she has confessed, begrudgingly, to creating some animosity between your two parties. Despite this, you showed her mercy and seemingly helped return her to the city for aid. The Consortium would like to extend our thanks in person for your magnanimous gesture. We do hope you will allow us a second chance at a first impression. Regards, and there are 5 signatures.
I don't
Can
know
we read them?
how
Yep.
well.
If you try, like, it takes a bit longer, so, like, more looped, like, personalized script. But they say Eridrine, Denderon, Larthul, Kelker, and Vroth. And all have a different animal next to their seal as well.
I don't know how well. I'm sure the group has a pretty good like handle on Neri's facial expressions and stuff.
Well, Orion does not.
No, well,
Orion does not of anybody.
Nessa would definitely see Neri's like twitch instinct to just crumple up the letter and toss it.
Yep.
But she thinks for a second and she says, "How much would you wager our new friends would go to these people?" That's my
Well,
only concern. I don't want to go to them. I don't
pretty-
like them, but
Pretty sure not, because Maggie was. Oh, you missed that too. Maggie was here, and we got this. I don't show her the sending stone.
oh, to
Oh yeah.
Keep
We
in
got a
touch
sending
with
stone.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had a pair of sending stones, and they were like, yeah, we don't know who to give this to, so they were like, yeah, let's give them to them, and then now I have one. So now I feel like we are also the bestest of friends. So maybe our group name is kind of expanding beyond just us. I don't know.
See, that's why I think it's not focused enough because we have great
True.
friends
Are we
everywhere.
back
It's not
on the
just us.
name?
It's important.
Other things are more important than our name right now, guys.
How
Don't
is
you think?
anybody gonna know? Okay,
So yeah,
I keep
what
scribbling
Maggie
in my
said-
notebook.
What makes it sad is that they also got the offer to like for more like rewards and stuff, and they're like, yeah, no thanks. And they walked away from it. So I'm pretty sure
And
that
she was
they
telling
do
the
not want that.
truth.
I don't know.
I
trust
just
her.
that Io person, I just don't trust her. She's too hungry.
I mean, you can ask.
He's ambitious. That people have ambition, don't you think?
Ambition isn't always bad.
Not
I
always
think
bad.
her ambition is a little reckless and careless.
think?
She doesn't
Uh,
seem to care about the source of her achievements.
As Nessa says, well, not to be that person, but you would be one to know about reckless decisions. Just be careful, glass houses, stones, and all that.
To be fair, I was threatened that I would be killed if I didn't pay my father's debts.
Me-
So
Me and Anna are just making eyes like, woo.
I heard there's a saying amongst humans of pot calling the kettle black. Did I get that right, Cole? Is that a
That is a
saying?
saying, yes.
That is okay. I'm glad that I learned that. Is that in a situation that we're in right now?
no,
Is-
because
but
I
that
don't
would-
put other safety at risk. Feelings, maybe.
I
Sa-
see.
No.
I don't know enough about the situation to make.
Yeah,
so.
neither do I. Okay.
What do you think of like Freedom Power Squad?
Are you saying that to
Yes!
me or to the
Yes.
group?
Yeah, no, I'm whispering. I'm just. I'm one track minded. I'm hyper focusing.
Are you trying to make us
showing.
FPS streamers?
Good job. You picked up on it. Why, yes, I am finding fun gamer acronyms and trying to think of a team name. Go along with it.
I love it.
All right.
So yeah, what's the plan?
I
don't
guess
know about
we could go talk to Pollux. Right? He seems
Yeah, he seems nice.
kind enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
My cat
Where
is
did
trying
we
to eat
meet
my
again?
knife.
Was it Jigao?
Yes, too.
Us? Or like
Yeah.
all of us?
All of us.
Pollux.
Where did we come together?
Yeah, I think we all met
Jigao.
in
Yeah, what's the
Jigao,
name
yeah.
of the city?
Chagao, yeah,
Okay.
Or town,
Okay,
not
well.
a city.
Oh my god, are you trying to incorporate
That's-
Chagao into our name?
Huh?
Is that, did you ask that?
I did ask that out loud as Cole. Cole is very ADHD hyper focused on the name thing.
He's hyper fixating right now.
Yeah, he's yeah.
We love hyperfixation.
As while you're still discussing what you're gonna do, Nessa's like, oh, before you make your plans for the day, just curious, anyone participating in that? And points at the talent show flyer.
What does it say on it again?
The talent
It's
show,
a
right?
talent show at the Lap of the Gods Resort in the Sand Herald, which is the bougiest place in all of Encarel. It says cash prize for the winners, all talents welcome. And originally it was for tomorrow's in-game date, but that's been crossed out, and in still like barely dried ink, it now just says tonight in caps with an exclamation mark. Whoop! Dropping dice.
What does it say how much the cash prize is?
250 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And
I really don't see
100
my-
gold for second.
Neri's interest is peaked. Broke girl?
I mean, I could use some more.
I look at Nessa, and Ennis is like, I really don't think of myself as very talented in that regard to show off.
Oh, come on.
What
it'll be
regard do you
fun.
think you're talented in?
Yeah, it says all talents. I don't think they just mean traditional ones. Like, who knows? Maybe, what's a weird talent? Maybe you can name every city in every continent in alphabetical order in under a minute. I don't know.
Have
Like,
you-
think outside the box. Be creative.
Out of character, have you actually used your wild shape stuff ever?
I feel-
That would be a cool talent.
I'm sure. I'm sure they've seen druids before, right? If you
But
say that,
how?
in,
Yeah, but
or
like,
you say that out of character.
out of character. Have you ever like?
Oh.
Do
Have
we
you
know
wild
that you
shaped
can
in
actually
front of
do
them?
that?
Yeah, I'm. Can I?
Have you done that? I can't remember.
Well, I have.
You've brought out your fire spirit a lot. I think you've wild shaped into like something small once, like a mouse or or like something. I can't
something.
remember.
I don't remember.
It was for some purpose. You wild shaped once. I'm pretty sure in front of the group.
Can you
Okay.
and
No,
Bernie
so-
do any fun tricks together?
This is Kalina. I'm just thinking of like a seal turning into a seal, like bouncing on a ball, and like balancing Ember on me or something. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think that's more of a circus act, don't you think?
Doesn't matter. Like I was
Go
planning
for
on
your talent.
maybe doing something with Fred. I don't know. I haven't really thought of it yet, but like that could be fun. You could do
You
something
and
with
Fred
Bernie.
could pickpocket someone. Or pick
Yeah.
some locks or something.
Well, let me
Sure.
think. I don't know. I'll think about it, y'all. I'd rather much cheer for you guys in the audience than really do that.
Well, you have all day to think about it. It says it's tonight anyway, so you have time to kill.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. Is there like a sign up or something on it? Like we have to sign up for it or something like that?
Or like where we have to go to sign
It
up.
does not specify. It just tells you where it is, and it's at like dusk at the Lap of the Gods Resort. It doesn't look like there's any instructions to sign up anywhere or report to anyone.
Interesting.
You could always go
Alright.
check like the bulletin board, like more closer to like center of
Start
town
time?
where the tournament like sign up sheet was, because that's also where like notices and stuff are.
Right. All right. I mean, yeah, I guess we could check that out tonight as well. But like, what's the plan for now? We're gonna go see Prolix or?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Can I get up?
Yep, I will
Let's go.
go with him.
Amazingly dependable heroes of daring.
That's fun.
80. Nice.
Took you a minute, then you're like,
Yeah.
Hold on. Need to remember which district you guys are staying in. I forget.
Was that the?
I know the name. Oh, you're in the River District. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that one.
All right. So he is in the Sigil District, so you have to go like 2 districts south, basically, on the map.
I'll call a cabbie.
Yeah. As you are hailing the cab, you do see there is a notice board while you are waiting. There's throughout town, and there is another one for the talent show. Doesn't seem like there's any sign-ups. There is now that you've heard of it, those who were with Fury when they had that conversation, you now see an advertisement for Gildor's blacksmith shop. So now you're like, oh, that name rings a
Oh
bell.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
And then
before we leave, I'll just yell at him like, "Hey, do you need anything, Fury?"
he's like, and he just says, "I need for you to be quiet," and then it just goes back
Right.
to,
Okay,
and he
gotcha.
starts
See
heading
ya, bye.
upstairs to go to his room.
Good luck.
So yeah,
Have a good nap.
there's an ad for that blacksmith, and there seems to be a sale. Like there's promotions and bundle deals and stuff. It's not just like come here. It also seems like there's an active sale going on. And then it's like best blacksmith in town, unparalleled workmanship. Like it's a very try-hardy poster. And then you see what looks like again hastily put up and like glue still wet, like the paste and flyer to the board. A sign that says Steam Gardens closed for repairs until further notice while you're waiting for your cab.
That wasn't the spa place,
is the
right?
spa.
That we...
It is the swap.
What did we do?
Weren't you there? Weren't you two there?
What did you do?
What?
What did you do?
Y'all went crazy.
We
Nessa
did
goes, "Oh, I
not,
assure you,
assure
we
you.
were not the cause of
Didn't.
that."
You didn't go crazy, okay?
I mean,
Mhm.
it seemed perfectly ordinary when we were there.
Ordinary?
I feel fine. I feel relaxed, you know? Like
Like it was just a
More
regular.
than
It
relaxed.
didn't help as much as it helped me last time, I don't think.
oh really?
Oh, I had a
Yeah.
great time.
Oh.
Wow.
It was a
I
little...
doubt you had as good a time as they did.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Does
They're
Nessa say that?
describing it as ordinary
Yeah.
and normal, so like not as good as last time. That's wild to say that in front of each other.
Okay.
Nessa laughs real hard. She's like, "I like him. He's funny."
He is
He's
very funny.
a lot.
That's true.
She's like, "Well,
That's what she said.
Nessa's like, well, I haven't met this friend of yours, so maybe I'll go check that out, and if you want, you can meet me there, or we just meet back here, or meet at the talent show." Like, I'm very intrigued.
Okay, well,
This is weird.
be careful.
It's fine. We were there.
All right, well, if you go there and I'm not there, then maybe just assume, even if we don't participate, I'm gonna go watch that talent show tonight, because I'm sure someone's going to make an ass of themselves, and it's going to be hilarious.
Honestly, I
I'll
kind
be
of want to
there.
go too.
Like karaoke at a bar. Like...
I'll be there, and if you are looking for me earlier, then I'll maybe see what the heck is going on at this spa.
Okay. Yeah, just be careful, alright?
I'm always careful. And she'll manage to get a cab at the same time. Orion gets a cab. So if you're going to meet Prolix, he said he would be at the Crystal Chateau in the Sigil District.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Cool.
And of course, I'll be chatting with the driver again.
Of course. Of course.
I was gonna say
Gotta
during
talk with
our.
their nomies, you know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no me's. So like, get this. Like, we're doing a lot of work for the Cobalt Soul, right?
Mhm.
But we're not employed by the Cobalt Soul. Like, they're just asking us to do stuff, and they're like, we're doing job right. Anyway, so I was thinking maybe we're like a division of the Cobalt Soul, where it's like Cobalt Soul, ancillary division of Heroics and Danger.
Oh my god. Is that spelled ADHD?
Yes.
He's very much hyperfixated.
I told you. Okay, scratch it out.
No. That was good. That one was good.
better.
No, I don't need your pity.
I don't.
No. I'm being honest. How about this? Write down all the ones that you've thought of, and then maybe over dinner we can talk about it.
All right, I'll shut up about
Buddy.
it. Write down really great buddies.
Oh.
RGB.
Y'all think I'm kidding about writing down? I'm literally have a
Do
notebook
it,
and I am.
Nicholas.
Oh, yeah,
I believe
I
it.
know.
I believe it.
100%.
I can't wait to see
It's
the
gonna be
picture
a-
in our group chat.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll send it right now. Yeah, I'll send what I got so far.
It's gonna be great.
All right. On our way to Prolix.
All right, so you'll head to the Sigil District. Someone marked down 2 silver for the cab driver. Or you can
Did
split
somebody
it,
claim
1
it?
silver each.
I claimed it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
And again, you get back to... It's where you did that first mission, ironically, for the Cobalt Soul, was also on the campus of this university. And it's that big, like, crystalline structure. And, like, in the Sigil District, on the big map, you see that blue dome? Or, like, that blue circle that kind of stands out? Here, I'll ping it.
We don't see the map right now.
You don't? You
I
should.
think we see Prolix right now.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That doesn't
I see
work.
the map.
Yeah.
I see it.
Oh, there's the map now, yeah.
So where I'm pinging on the map, that little blue circle is like the crystalline dome
Red.
of one of the
Yeah.
2 universities.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And on the right of that is one where we broke in, right?
Yeah, that dude who was staying in like a dorm, a student dorm.
Yeah.
That was a bad.
Do we see anything happening there at this point when we walk
No,
by?
it just looks empty now. Like it's ready for the next student because he's no longer using it. He's gone. So it has a sign that says like available basically. And when you are dropped off there, you just see the typical students milling around. You don't immediately see Prolix. You'll likely have to go inside the university and maybe ask around, an employee or a staff member or a student maybe.
I'll probably be just pinging from person to person. Hey, do you know Prolix? Hey, do you know Prolix? Hey, do you know Prolix?
Excellent.
Half the
Yes.
students, like some of them do the don't even look up from their books, like walking and reading and look very frazzled, like maybe on their way to an exam or something. They're just like, oh god, don't have time. Half of them look at you like, who are you? Why are you talking to me? And just like this, just complete disdain. Eventually, one of them's like, do you mean Professor Prolix?
Yes.
Red horns.
Yeah,
That one.
Yeah, that guy. That guy. Him.
He's over, I think, teaching at the Terrace Schoolhouse today. Other side campus. They're just that way. Can't miss it. And gestures to go like a bit further west, like in that westward direction.
Cool. Thanks. Bye.
And now that you're walking, you do see signs that have names. Like, university campuses have all the different like pedestrian footpath signs to different buildings and like what's there. So you do see signs that say Terrace Schoolhouse, and you'll get there, and what you see is a structure that's about the size of a small house. The bottom half is the same brick that makes up many of the older buildings in the neighborhood, but halfway up the outside, the walls turn to delicate stonework, almost as someone built like a new floor on top of an old existing building. And there are glittering spires of iron and crystal adorning the sloping roof. And it says Terrace Schoolhouse. And then on a smaller plaque underneath that next to the door, there's also a plaque that in silver lettering that reads Headmaster Alacritos. So it also seems a headmaster's office is in this building as well.
Ooh.
Okay. I just keep going.
All right.
Keep
Well, if you
asking
go
people.
inside, there is kind of like a information desk kind of place and stairs up, and then some rooms. It looks like the rooms on the ground floor in the older part are classrooms, and up the headmaster's office is upstairs.
I'm guessing the
And
desk is kind of like for me, it's like, right?
Well,
not
there are actually like the center of the desk and like the left half of the desk, like your left looking at it, it's just like desk, but the right half has a little mini staircase built up for those that are
Nice.
more diminutive races. And you notice there is also a rather small gnome who is manning the desk. And anyone who's tall enough to look over, the gnome is sitting on many, many books to see over the desks in a normal sized chair.
Love that.
Nice. Yeah, I'll go up to him. Hello.
Oh, hello. Are you late for a lecture? Are you new students? Did you get lost?
No. Well, yes, but no.
No, you're lost, or no, you're not students?
We're not students. We are a little bit lost, maybe. I guess we're looking for Prolix. I believe he's a professor. Where can we find him?
Oh, he did say that some seemingly odd figures might stop by and visit. He's in one of the
Odd?
research rooms right now, actually.
We're not odd, are we?
Less odd?
His words, not mine. no offense, didn't mean. Over there, and points to a room labeled Research Room A.
All right, thanks.
Oh wait,
Bye.
take these, hold on.
Huh?
And he gives you guys like basically visitor badges, like at a campus to put on somewhere.
Mm.
They can either be put,
Hello,
or
my
you
name
can,
is
you can either
Mary.
have one with like a pin, or you can have one that you wear and holds. It's like, which do you have a preference?
No,
Well,
that is
I
fine
have
for me.
metal
I
armor on, so give me the lanyard.
There you go.
I don't want to pin my clothes, you know, so.
Yeah.
I'll take whatever.
He'll just give you all lanyards then, like visitor lanyards.
Do we have to write our names on it? Or does he write
No,
our names on
all it says is visitor, like, and it has the
Mm.
logo of the university.
Oh,
Okay.
this isn't my name.
It's not supposed to be. Over
I
there.
know, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye. And goes back to a very, very thick-ass book on his desk that he was reading.
Cast. Damn, boy, that book thick.
Like, the book is probably about 2/3 the size of this gnome that he's reading.
Oh, wow.
Right.
All right, so you can head over to Research Room A, and you go there, and it looks like you see Prolix has these like really big magnifying goggles on, and is using tools. It looks like he's trying to piece together what once was maybe a broken tablet or some sort of relief or carving or depiction. He's trying to put it back together to see what was actually written and inscribed in a language that you don't recognize.
I'm gonna walk up to him and like in front of those magnifying glasses because I'm guessing he doesn't really see around him, right? He's just
He's hyper focused right now.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go wait in front of the
Just wait
in
your
front of
hand
the
on the
magnifying
goggles.
glass. No, yeah, in front of the goggles.
Just,
Oh my
oh
God.
goodness me!
And
just-
you wonder why he called us
Hi.
odd.
Oh, hello, hello. You got my letter. Hello.
Yeah, here we are.
Fantastic.
Odd as usual.
You're.
Are we all?
There were 5. There were 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
Fury's
one
a
of
bit-
them.
Well, yeah, he's not.
He had a
very
rough
good.
night
Yeah.
last night.
At the moment.
He's got a rumble in his tum tum.
He won the tournament, and then he celebrated, and then he partied, and
Congratulations.
He won the tournament but lost the celebration. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand. I was a young man myself once. I have been there. Oh well, welcome. Would you like a tour of the campus or?
Sure. Are we on?
Well, typically, probably.
It's fine.
Is this something that we're able to
audibly
discuss
sigh.
during the tour?
Of course.
Okay.
So he gives you a tour, points out you got headmaster's office upstairs, doesn't go into the classrooms because they're lectures, takes you to the main Crystal Chateau building, which is very, very pretty on the inside, very gorgeous. Like the refraction of the light through the crystal gives almost this like ethereal quality to the inside of the building. Shows you some of the nicer like courtyards and like quads kind of thing on the campus. Shows you a building. It's like that is the building for the more precarious and more combustible arcane research. Definitely avoid unless you have the proper protection. My research doesn't typically take me in there. I'm more of a scholar of history than a scholar of the new arcane per se. And eventually you'll get back to the building you were in, but he will take you to his office on the 2nd floor. So there's like a hallway, and on one end of the hallway is his office, and on the other end of the hallway there's 2 doors, and one has that headmaster Alacritos name that you saw on the outside of the building. It's like, so tell me all about how you got here. I'm just so fascinated. Not many people make it out of that place that you found yourselves in.
Yeah, that was,
Orion.
interesting.
Oh, nothing.
What?
Nothing. Go on. Tell him.
Right, so we went through the place, and we there was this room where we couldn't go through, and then suddenly we touched the wall, and then we did go through, and then there was this random weird room with a giant statue with a door in the belly or something.
What did it look like? And he gets very excited at like anything that's like a relic old statue. He's like, describe the statue. He gets out both a notepad and a sketchbook.
I pull out my
really
sketchbook
weird.
because I spent time drawing it
Oh yeah.
afterward, and I show him.
Oh yes, this is fascinating. I'm not looking at my betrayers, where I'm not trying to remember what statue.
You can copy my
There are
work, just
many
make
statues.
it different a little bit.
It was
that
the
it's
big
like
one
copy
with
that.
the guy in the chains or
Yeah,
whatever.
it was chains and
Yes, the man with the hot.
There was like
a
yes,
The
yes,
BDSM
the hole in
statue.
the stomach.
Yeah,
yes.
the door
And
in
it was
his
like a-
belly.
Yeah.
it was like a triangle or something, right?
There was also,
remember exactly.
Yeah,
triangle.
something
What-
weird
what-
like that.
'Cause
Yeah.
what was on the 3 points of the triangle? There was something that connected them or something, right?
There
Or
was like
that the
some.
chain?
There was
Would
like
be
this
chain?
purple like stone thing you had to shatter, and you had to break all these 3 like things on the points to get the door to
Right.
open. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
And then we got to this weird room with like a pit in the middle, and then there was this lady that came in with another group of people that we know, and then we
Lady?
kind of
What lady? What lady?
Someone from the consortium of the
From-
Vermilion Dream.
Vermilion.
Yeah, we kind of called her the bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, but may I stop you there? This sounds
Aloysia.
This sounds like it would very much be of interest to our headmaster. See, there's been more tension than usual with the consortium, and just people are more wary of their movements than ever, and your information might be of value to. Would you, if they're available, would you be willing to speak with them?
Yeah.
Don't see
Sure.
why not.
All right. It's like, well, follow me, and you'll go down the hallway to again the place where the headmaster's office is. I'm just gonna go to this overlay for a second because I have pictures of them.
Pictures.
Knock on the door, and let me just check that it's centered on stream. Oh, that's the wrong one. Good thing it's DM only right now. Don't look. This one.
I know what you're talking about. Not looking. Not looking.
Not looking. All right.
I've never looked at anything in my life.
So he knocks on
Yeah.
the door, and you hear like 2 like gruff male-esque, like male-sounding voices. If you had to assume behind the door,
Yeah.
they stop, and you see these 2 figures answer the door. They are. So Headmaster, one of them presumably is Headmaster Alacritos, as his name be all up over the place, and the other one, I have his name right fucking here. Where is it? Oh, and now you see next to the door, there's a Headmaster James Cryon and Grizz Alacritos are their names. And Prolix says, allow me to present our esteemed headmasters, and introduces them. Cryon is the taller elf that you see in the picture, and Alacritos is the goblin, the shorter. So we have an elf and a goblin co-headmasters. Yes. And ironically, the goblin, despite this picture, the goblin seems much more cheerful. Like, he smiles when he greets you. He kind of, like, makes small talk with Prolix for, like, 2 seconds. Cryon is very, like, yes, hello. And, like, very gruff, curt, and seems like, why are you interrupting me? Like, kind of vibe. And Prolix says, well, see, these are the friends I was telling you about. The ones that, went in the Betrayer's Rise, and now come here. And the goblin's like, they went into the fortress, how fascinating, and you lived, this is impressive, oh, we need to hear all about this. And he seems very excited, and Cryon just kind of takes out a notebook and, like, raises an eyebrow, like, seems almost like he doesn't quite believe at first face value that you went in there, like, you went in that fortress and you've come back.
Yeah,
But
so
it's
there was
regular.
this room with a wall that you couldn't get through, and then I just start over with the
Hold on,
entire
hold on,
thing
hold
again.
on. We need to start at the beginning. So we need to
Yeah.
be thorough. We need to be
Yeah, you gotta
methodical.
start at the beginning.
And as you are, so they'll like sit you down for an interview, and they will ask you to go like as best you can, methodically, like room by room, what you remember. And then specifically when you get to the part at the end, they'll ask you to describe your final encounter. So that part will, unless there's anything specific you want to tell them about the earlier part, we'll jump to that, describing your final encounter with Aloysia.
Yeah, no, I think we mentioned the statue again, I guess. So unless they put any focus on that, I guess we continue on. Or
There
they-
there also seemed to have been a spell that took over one's mind.
oh yeah, we kind of had to fight each other, but the power of friendship kind of trumped that.
power of
We
friendship.
managed to get through it together. Like we're really good friends, you know, and so we
The
got through it too well.
disdain just grows ever more apparent from Headmaster Cryon when you use the phrase "the power of friendship."
Nice.
Yeah.
And so then we continued on, and then we came to this room with like a sort of a pit in the middle, and then this other group came with this lady in red. We called her a bitch. She was a bit nasty. We kind of ended up fighting.
Okay, hold on. Lady in red. Is is this a member of the consortium there? And then
Yes.
Prolix goes, that was
Yes.
Miss.
Yeah, that one.
Prolix goes, that was
Aloysia
Miss
something.
Telfan. And they're like, oh, I see. Okay, well, what was she? She claimed she was just after, relics, the usual, garbage we get from the. But what could you tell if she was there for something else? Like when you met her, why was she there? They've been
Briar
pretty
doesn't
focused on
remember.
breaking into our, well, the goblins, they've been pretty focused lately on breaking into our, and Cryon elbows him he cuts him off. He's like, oh, but was she just trying to get through the fortress? Was she looking for anything in particular?
Aloysia
Pretty
breaking
sure
and
she wanted
entering. Why am I not
something
surprised?
You can roll a history check, anyone who wants to, see if you remember what she said.
Why
She
not?
was there.
History. I have advantage
I'll
on those.
try.
That is a 14.
And
An incredibly high roll for Orion, 17 for history.
good job.
17, you said?
Yep.
Impressive. Hold while I furiously flip, because I'm pretty sure I
yeah.
don't need my notes, but I want to be positive. I want to be sure. Here we go.
Considering Orion's attention span.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she wanted the jewel that Fury has, the jewel of 3 prayers, as you now know it's
Right.
called. She mentioned it being a key. Both she means like the linchpin to some sort of research, but you also got the sense maybe she thought it was like a physical key, like to help get somewhere. But she wanted the jewel in particular.
Right.
And she was looking for a prayer site like you were, but then she saw the jewel and she was like, that, and that's what she really wanted.
But did we show her the jewel? I don't think so, right?
No, but it was on the it was out near the altar when you came down there. You had the vision and it was visible on Fury.
Right. Okay, so she does know that Fury has it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's,
And
yeah.
we left him alone at the inn.
Yep. Whoops.
Well,
Yeah, she wanted his jewel. Yeah.
What kind of jewel?
Was-
There's many kinds, like moonstone, amethyst, jade, amber, onyx. Like, what was there a type of jewel? Garnet, ruby, sapphire,
I'm
diamond.
gonna look to the group to see if we should be specific. And
Oh, because Fury's not here.
Yeah.
not here. He has it. Like
He's alone.
yeah, that's what I was
Ooh,
just thinking.
yeah.
Like,
Mm.
and Aloysia has been trying to break in to somewhere, or at least the consortium has.
Really good point, actually. Do we?
This is
Like,
all
is he
like
trustworthy?
looking at each other like, meh, meh. What are we doing?
Wait, one second.
Awkward silence for
Give me
everyone.
1 second to check something real quick.
Also, for anyone watching, Kaylina is still here. She just has to hide camera for a second, so don't worry. We haven't lost a player.
Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Where
I
is
just
it?
have
Where is
Beep
it?
with me at the moment.
The baby.
I have the baby, the little barbarian.
I really want for Halloween at some point you to dress as your character and dress him as a little fiery fox, so he's your flame
Oh.
spirit and
Oh
you're
my God, yeah.
yourself. I want this to happen. Just saying.
Where
One
is
second.
this thing?
You could literally just get a little fox onesie or a fox outfit, but then like make some little like paper flames and tape them to it or something. Or get fabric paint and just like paint some flames on the little onesie.
I like that some
Where
people's
was-
discords will say that they're playing Google Chrome.
Yeah, right.
Like, why? What is happening?
I can
Right,
explain that if you
okay.
like.
Sure.
Okay, so hang on. Let's roll something real quick.
Ooh,
Nice.
ooh, dice
Okay.
rolling.
All 3 of you suddenly hear in your head. Should we tell them?
Can we talk to each other or just you?
Are you casting like what is it, message or whatever?
I'm not casting anything.
I say because is this a spell
I
or is
have-
this?
This is an ability that I
Okay.
have now. psychic whispers. You can establish telepathic communication between yourself and others, perfect for quiet infiltration. This
Okay.
action, choose one or more creatures you can see up to a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus, and then roll 1 psionic energy die for a number of hours equal to the number roll. I rolled 6. The chosen creature can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them.
Okay.
So I think it's just between me
You
and...
guys can answer Orion, but you cannot speak to each
Okay.
other in your
Yeah,
head.
so this is going to be a jumbled mess in my head right now if all 3 of you respond at the same time.
Neri will kind of be like, "Whoa," and
Yeah, because this has never happened before.
yeah, and
I just like to think that all 3 of our heads jerk over to look at Orion at
Hold
the
on.
same time.
We're gonna just do
Like,
quick. Okay. They do not seem to notice anything weird going on that you're having this conversation.
hell yeah.
except the awkward silence, I guess.
Well, yeah, but they just think that's a normal awkward silence. They don't know it's because they're psychic. They think you're just like, they definitely think you're now hiding something. But
Right, right.
I'll let you guys have your psychic conversation before they respond to you.
Okay. Neri will say, "I'm not entirely trusting of this elf. It seems like the goblin may be more forthcoming, but I don't think we can just talk to one or the other."
Right, and I'll repeat this to the others as well. Like, Neri doesn't
I
trust
hear
the elf.
myself back.
Yeah, Neri doesn't trust the elf. What do you guys think?
I don't know. What
Yes.
what are they gonna do about it?
Well, in that awkward silence, again, they both look at Prolix like, "Are you, like, who have you brought here?" And Prolix goes, "Look, perhaps, we have vast resources, both knowledge and of the arcane. Like, perhaps you don't need to tell us. Of course, there's your experience, and I'm sure it was not the least potentially traumatic what you witnessed in there. But I assure you, we are just here to help and to preserve knowledge. Your information doesn't have to go anywhere, if you know what
Neri
I'm
will
saying."
say to Orion, still in our heads, she'll just say, "As long as we don't tell them where we're staying. And we keep a sharp eye for anyone following us."
But don't they already know where we're staying since they delivered the letters
Prolix
to our
does.
inn?
Prolix
Prolix
does, the
does.
two don't.
Yeah,
The other two don't. We can tell him after not to tell them. I trust him a little more.
guess.
He's purely here for knowledge, whereas the other two, I don't
That's,
know what their
okay,
intentions
fair.
are.
Okay, right. So, yeah, so we might know what this jewel is, but it's a bit, we kind of want to, keep it a bit hush hush. You know
We
what I
haven't had the
mean?
best experience when people find out about it.
Yeah.
And so you
Okay.
understand that we just want to be careful, and
Of
it's nothing
course,
against you.
Of course. And then the elf goes, "To be honest, I will say I'm curious, but we know her motives, regardless, were probably nefarious. I have a bigger question. Why did you go in there?" And then the goblin's like, "Oh yeah, it's not exactly a tourist destination now, is it? That place is pretty
We had-
reeks of evil."
It's related.
We had heard some friends friends of a new friend had gone in and not come out. We wanted to see if we could help.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it, yeah.
And out of character, remind me, because I know Fury showed the jewel to Prolix, swore him to secrecy when you first met him. Did he
That's
also
right, Prolix
did he
does know
also
about
tell
the
Prolix
jewel.
about the visions that you guys had? I think
Ooh, I don't
he
think we've
did.
told. Did we? I don't know.
Because
if
how
we
would you
told
explain the
anybody about
jewel?
visions.
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
know
he
about
said
the
you had a vision
visions.
when you got the jewel. Maybe not the later ones, but
Question knows about the visions.
Question does, yeah.
Question
I don't
does, yeah, but
she had
I don't know
remember.
about
her own.
Alex.
visions.
Where's our lore keeper?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I'm pretty certain. If not in detail, you told him, because you also asked him about the name. You asked him about like the name Elixion. and stuff, so
Yeah,
Pollux knows.
true.
Okay.
True. So they would
So,
just
yeah,
need
yeah.
to tell him about the
And
vision.
Enna with the highest passive insight, you see Prolux's eyes very briefly narrow at your group, and then he schools his face back into neutrality. It doesn't seem like narrow like he's suspicious or judging, but narrow of like he's very intrigued what you feel you have to hide, kind of thing, or like why. And he also feels maybe a little
We,
bit
the
like
group,
maybe
have
I
to hide?
shouldn't have brought them. Yeah, he's like maybe I should have talked more to them first, but it's like a little bit of guilt, a little bit of like, oh, I see, okay, and he's like, we're okay, I'm on your team, I won't tell them. But he's also like, I really want to know why I'm not telling them though. Like,
Yeah.
kind of vibe. He's like, well, and then the elf crying goes, so you wanted to get friends out of there?
Yeah,
That was
we had heard that
We
people
met a
struggled
friend and we
coming
were
back
helping
out,
that
and
friend with their
She was really
friends.
worried about them.
We get distracted a lot. It's
We can't resist a pretty
We were
face
just trying to be helpful.
as a group
Look,
collectively.
you haven't met her. If you met her, you'd understand.
Her? They look at Prolix goes, is this the same her that you gave one of the university's teleportation tablets to? And why we don't have it back? And Prolix like, you guys with a panic, like look on his face. Now, abort. And then the
There's a
goblin.
lot of other hers besides this one. It's a
true.
leap. It's a logical leap. Yeah.
Not in our circles and in the world of Bazzoxan. There's very few that are not locals in Bazzoxan unless you're in certain circles. Either way, it appears
For
that
what it's worth, it saved our lives.
well, wonderful. I'm glad to see it wasn't wasted. University resources and all. I'm happy, and thank you for the information you have given us. It is quite fascinating. I do feel like, though, it seems our conversation is reaching the end of its usefulness, unless there's anything else you need from us or anything we can do for you. You're very busy men.
Prolix brought us in, so what's the next thing now?
Access to libraries would be cool.
Yeah, do you have spells?
Or
Well,
for
typically-
that,
Learn?
I
What
Typically,
about
those
magic
are
sword? I'm
reserved.
just kidding.
Typically, those are reserved for members, and you don't seem like you are willing to become members if you're having trouble with
No,
a
but we
conversation with
did-
your headmasters.
But we did bring you
Yeah,
information,
headmasters,
very
yeah.
useful information.
Potential headmasters.
I feel like we
That-
should be able to trust them.
Did
don't
we
you
ever
think?
even express an interest in joining?
No, he's saying though, you like Briar's like, we want to look in your libraries. He's like, those are for
Oh, yeah,
students.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you'd have to be a student. Like you'd have to be. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. That's not the first time we've heard that.
I mean, student status begins by being referred by an active member. However, that you've already got going for you, because I'm sure Prolix would be happy to refer you. And he's like, yes, of course, I would happily refer them, because I think some of them would be fantastic students.
some of them.
Yeah, and,
Yeah, I can do.
and
I
then
can
and then the
actually
goblin,
do
so,
that stuff too.
Alacritos is like, and of course, you don't have to do the traditional. We have the student is more of like a title. There's the full-on, go to lectures, assignments, but there's also just students who are here for targeted research, almost more like visiting academics. You don't have to actually do the full timetable, structured, blah blah blah. And
Yeah,
I'm
aren't
assuming
we
that's the
all-
track you'd be more interested in, should you want
Aren't
access
we all
to our
students
resources.
when we want information and we want to learn things?
Well, we're all students of life, really, if you think about it. And then you see
Exactly.
Cryon go,
See?
no, we're not doing this
Right.
again.
See,
And like this
there
is
we
like
go.
a
I get this
philosophical
person.
debate they
I
have
like
all the time.
I
Lacratos.
like I like him.
Yep.
He's my favorite.
I would very
Well,
much like to learn
If
more
you
things.
would
you
not
know?
like to become a student, then you can be referred by a member, and
But
then
we
the next step
just-
will be to be audited by a group of our leadership track. And
But we
there's
just
definitely
established
ways you
that
can
we're
make
all
that audit
students.
go more favorably.
We just established that we're all students.
No, not in this context.
Oh. Well, damn.
Well,
And they're reacting this way because we're not disclosing This is Kalina asking.
Because there was a real long, real awkward silence. You mentioned a gem, then immediately shut the fuck up. Wouldn't even, like, didn't even lie and come up with, like, no, yeah, it was a ruby. It was this big, and she wanted it for money. Like, just went silent. Just stopped talking. And then we're, like, getting real cagey, so.
So it's getting tense in here.
Yeah, that, and then also when you, like, go in, you just, like, oh, we went in for a friend. Like, no name, no, why was your friend in there? No, like, oh, like, just.
Well, it's
Yeah, I feel like we're being a little paranoid, y'all.
I feel like they're being a little paranoid, is my
I think
opinion.
They
Well,
have
that's
years
true.
and years
We're
of
just
carefully
acting like a
guarded and
textbook.
curated secrets and knowledge. And this is a city of competitive academic organizations. They gotta hold their shit proprietary and close, you know?
And then get mad when we do the same. Okay.
To them, you're just
But I
random
feel like they
adventurers.
have-
You're not a
Mhm.
member of a prestigious organization.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not beholden to
Like
the
they have
same
a
rules
reason.
and
They have a
laws.
reason to be protective of what they know.
Uh,
And this,
if I
I'm
feel
trying to
like
get
being
Enna
protective,
to,
That's reason enough.
like, Enna's trying to like push the group of just like, because she picks up
I'm
from.
ready to leave this room.
Yeah. Well, anyways, as while you're doing that, oh, I lost my page. Come back.
Well, Neri's just worried now that like Fury is alone with this amulet.
Well,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Alacritos-
If we can't produce
Yeah.
it, they know that someone else in our group has it, and he's alone and hungover, you know, at an inn that Prolix knows we're at.
Well, they
Anyway.
don't know that we don't have it.
Alacritos goes, well, all in good time. You know, perhaps this is a more
course.
than a one conversation. Maybe here's our schedule, and he gives you their, like, when their office hours are, basically. So, like, so if you ever want to come back and chat,
Perfect.
you can find us at these times. And then Cryon goes, yes, we've already said more than we ought to a group of untested hopefuls for the day. Good day to you,
Oh, have we?
sir.
Oh.
And invites Alacritos back, and they go back to and like. Like politely but like firmly ushers you outside, shuts door. They go back to conversations.
Is Prolix still with us?
Yeah, Prolix is with you. He goes,
Okay.
Well, I feel ambushed.
Prolix is like, you all know how to make a very interesting first impression.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't expect to
those
have to make a
drivers.
first impression today.
It was uncomfortable.
Yeah, a little bit. I definitely.
I didn't
They're a little
realize
bit
the
sore
question
about
thing
me
was an
lending
issue,
a
I'm
university tablet to a non-member, but they'll get over it. It happens all the time.
See? Well, we
it's
didn't
fine.
know that either. So, like, yeah, we got you in trouble for nothing.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't think to tell you. It's fine. But speaking of, you know what? Hold on. Let's go back to his
Yeah.
office.
Yeah, yeah,
and you go back to
not-
his office, and then Ricardo's like, but speaking of, didn't think to tell. I mean, I knew one thing was a secret, as your ill friend swore me to secrecy when I looked over it for him. I didn't realize the reason you were in Bazazan was a secret, because I assure you they might have been very helpful. They have centuries of their own personal knowledge combined with that of the university. Do you know how old Mr. Cryon is? He knows many, many
No,
things.
I never met
Sure.
him before.
Very old. I
He's
just
old for an elf,
worry-
and that's old. And if you'd been perhaps a little more forthcoming about the visions, then
I think we were
maybe
just caught
you
off
could've-
guard, and we're not all here together. And
Yeah.
We're
That is
trying
fair,
to.
that is fair.
Since Fury's not here, we figured like maybe we shouldn't, right? Like instantly tell everything because you know he's the one carrying it. You know.
Of course.
You
of course.
say that out loud?
Yeah.
We did now.
he says,
Prolix knows.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Prolix knew Fury was carrying it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, if he was keeping it as close to the chest as when I first met you, I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. I mean, I know
That's
he
not
can be
Fury
pretty
getting
scary. I
kidnapped.
mean, I was terrified. There's a reason I didn't just sell you out and tell them. He's a
True.
your friend can
But
grow
at the
quite
moment-
large. I heard. I
Yeah,
heard
but
about
at the
turtle-
moment at the moment he's not that scary though. Is the point?
Yes, but he'll recover.
Oh, of course, of course.
Oh yeah.
He'll be fine. He just needs a nap.
What is this with the consortium, or is it specifically Aloysia who's been trying to break into?
Yeah, see, I thought we were just going in there to discuss
Oh.
that.
Well, we've been having. Oh no, that is even more than what's in their libraries. It has to do with their current archaeological project, and they've had to absolutely lock that down, top security, and this is absolutely this stays here. This goes nowhere.
Uh huh.
I will find you.
Okay.
I have resources. Hmm? He has a quill. He has a
Okay.
quill. He's doing this with. See, I mean, the dig site is common knowledge. There's a rather large hole in the ground, just so that you can see that we are doing archaeological research. That is not secret. What is secret is that members of the consortium were been having a problem with some spies and break-ins infiltrating our dig teams, and they are trying to take things from the site. Things of historical value, arcane value, and we need to, of course, keep a tight control as these are still untested resources, untested artifacts, also just artifacts of immense archaeological value. Who knows what we can learn about the, perhaps even all the way back to the Calamity. And security has been a problem. So it's very fair that they are the way they are, because it would look very bad on us if we can't even control our own dig site, and we have been sharing some access with the Cobalt Soul, but they're even proposing locking them out because security's been such a problem, and of course we don't want to do that because we want to preserve knowledge, but we don't want to hoard knowledge as the only ones, but it's just getting very tricky and very political.
Doesn't the Cobalt Soul have people that can help with security?
There have been some infiltration on both sides.
Whoa. Wow.
Oh, okay.
I see.
It's been difficult.
What?
It's like a Cold War.
That, and then of course we keep periodically. We're losing some historians and archaeologists. There's this weird like sickness going around on Corel that has coincided with opening of the dig site, but we can't find any commonality. It's not like everyone who goes down there gets anything, but there's people who've never touched the dig site that are also getting this sickness. So there's a lot of reason for paranoia. I don't want you to judge them too harshly.
I'm not judging them.
Didn't we at the
Question? Cool. Well, I know I saw a sickness.
You saw someone look like covering up like a rash.
They had like
Yeah,
a
right,
rash.
at the
Like,
tournament.
unique
Right,
rash.
yes, I
So
saw
I was
that
gonna say,
too. Yeah.
wait. Excuse me. Can you rewind a second? About the sickness. Can you describe it, please?
Please.
Well, I believe it's colloquially being called the red sickness at the moment, because a lot of the visible symptoms seem to have a red hue to it, which of course is very coincidental and great for our crimson vermilion friends. But it starts out with like the most common sign is a rash, but it's different from any other rash. Sometimes the rash appears almost like dry and stone-like. Other times the rash appears almost like burned and fleshy. Like it's a unique appearance, and it seems like to change from day to day. But other times we've seen also that people's veins take on a bit more of a pronounced crimson hue, almost like pulse under the skin. The absolute most advanced cases, I think I've heard of blisters and boils starting to appear on the skin as well, but those are more rare.
And this is from exposure to.
We don't know.
Interesting that you mentioned that. I look over to Cole.
There's no
because I remember like
we've had some people study it, but there's no common. We have yet to find a common link to those who have contracted it. We have yet to find. There's people who have had physical contact with those who are ill and received nothing. There's people who've had physical contact that then contracted. There's people who have just shared, like been nearby. There's people who have never met or seen anyone with the sickness and suddenly come down with it. It seems. If I had to guess, there is something vaguely arcane about it. It's not purely biological, as it does not seem to follow biological rules, but I am not a medic. I'm not a doctor. I don't specialize in this. But even just basic rules, like generally, proximity or sharing of common space or resources or items or things like
body fluids.
you know, and it doesn't seem to be a factor.
Interesting.
Mm.
That is quite interesting. I look over at Cole and be like, do you remember when I pointed that out to you?
Oh yeah.
Remember? And it
Sure
looked like
do.
a rash, didn't it? And I say this in front of him. I say that in front of him.
On the person's arm.
Yeah, while at this tournament,
They didn't seem to want to let people see it. Like I remember they covered it up really quick as soon as they realized.
which I find peculiar because if someone was ill, wouldn't they seek help? But it seemed like this person didn't want to be seen with it.
As far
or
as
they
we
didn't
know,
want others to see it.
there's been very few successful treatments for the disease. It doesn't seem to be, again, in the early stages, it seems more of just a visual malformity. It doesn't seem to be impeding their ability to go about their daily lives, per se. So perhaps if he has one of the more mild cases and hearing of the limited success, just thinks it's better to live this person's life until more answers. We've been trying to keep it pretty on the quiet because, you know, like the one mention of plague or epidemic, mass hysteria, mass paranoia, very prominent, and in a
Too close to home.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we are we are a city surrounded by desert, so it's not like there are as many places for people to go without significant travel, were they to want to leave the city,
I mean, that means that at least it stays contained, right?
as far as we know.
Still
Well,
makes me uneasy to know that there's something out there.
well, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like this was that much help to you, but it was lovely to see you, nonetheless. Again, if you do decide you maybe want to try and gain a bit more access, even temporary membership to our group, so you can maybe search our libraries, maybe see the dig site for yourself. What is the next
Yeah,
step in
but-
your travels right now, actually? Since after post Fortress, do you plan to stay here, or do you have something else in search of this mysterious figure of yours that you were...
We have some leads that we're chasing. See if we can get some more information about this whole thing.
Let's-
Thank you. Hello.
Okay, well, keeping the cards close to the vest, I see. Well, that is all good and fine. Well, I will get back to my research with my mural. I was reconnecting. You know where to find me. If not at the schoolhouse, I have my offices are here. If I'm not there, typically maybe check the main building. I might be guest lecturing. And then if I'm not there, you can just leave a written note, and I'll get to it when I can.
All right. Yeah, we'll also discuss with Fury what he thinks. He would if he's like, yeah, we can tell him or not. Or
I do-
something like that.
I do genuinely believe if you were to show our friends your artifact, I don't think they would have any designs on it, personally. I don't think they would be after trying to... As far as I know, we've never been the type of organization who, again, hoarders of knowledge, hoarders of artifacts. If something legitimately belongs to someone, we are more than happy to give an opinion, to maybe take some sketches for archival purposes, but I don't think we would try and feel the need to possess it. Should be safe. No one's gonna try and take anything from you.
Yeah, we'll discuss that with Fury when we see him next.
Yeah, he's more protective of it than I think we are, and I think we're just trying to
Yeah.
honor that. And I think that's
Could
all
I
we're
roll
gonna
insight
try to
on
do.
that?
Yeah, go ahead, roll an insight check.
I've been thinking about it this whole time, but I haven't done it.
Same, but
Uh,
Ryan is not really the perceptive person.
Robin, that's right.
Cole's still
If
trying
I'm
to think.
proficient in it, what does that mean again? If I'm proficient?
Well, it would have it already in the modifier. It means you get your proficiency bonus added to the
that's
roll.
right.
So it's your, like, normally
12.
insight is charisma, and then you'll get your proficiency on top of that. Oh, no, insight's wisdom.
Insight is wisdom.
Wisdom, there we go.
Wisdom. 12. I mean, it's not a very good
12.
insight.
He seems very earnest, very genuine. Again, you know, he's the kind of person where knowledge above all is like the greatest thing one can seek and the most noble thing in the world. So he's just... And he believes that of the people he works with.
Doesn't mean he's
Okay.
right in believing that, though.
Hmm.
Do.
And he's like, well, back to my research. Lovely chatting. Good day. Hopefully I'll see you around. And heads back
Good
into
day.
his office. Puts
Bye.
his big goggles back on. Back in he goes. So that, I'll say that took up, like, you to maybe, like, early to mid-afternoon. So you still have hours to go before the evening talent show where Nessa said she'd be. You have an afternoon to kill.
Do we want to
Right.
try and catch up with Vanessa at the spa, or?
But I thought the spa was closed, though.
Right,
for
she
Yeah,
was
but she
checking
was
that out.
trying to figure that out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it seems odd that we were there yesterday, everything seemed fine, and now it's all of a sudden closed.
Oh, was it? And I look over at Darien and Orion. Was there anything peculiar at the spa when you guys were there?
Not
I
that
don't know, it seemed
remember.
normal to me.
I wasn't really looking for anything peculiar
You've been
though, at the
twice?
time.
You were distracted.
I say
You were
you
distracted.
guys have been twice because you went as a big group, right? When you first
Yeah.
got to the city. The only
Yeah.
roll a history check for me.
All of us?
Just the two
Me
that
too.
were at the spa. So you and Miri.
Okay. Ooh. 19.
That's only a 12.
Orion, since you were less distracted, the only thing you could think of is maybe the water was marginally cooler this time. Like it didn't feel maybe quite as hot. It was still like enough to be. It was like relaxing to the
That's why I
muscles.
only
It was
got
like a
one
bath,
hit.
but it definitely maybe like a few degrees cooler than the first time you went.
Right. Yeah, the water seems a bit cooler than before, but that was actually quite nice. It was, it was, you know, it was a tough day, so, you know, I liked it. But yeah, that was the only thing that really stood out to me. Other than that, it was a great spa day, and I had a great time with Fred in the garden, and it was good. Well, it wasn't a day, obviously. It was just after the fight, but yeah, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a natural spring?
It is. It is. They use naturally occurring hot springs that's heated from under the earth and comes up.
Anna would understand that. Like Anna would be aware of that.
Yes.
I feel like she would, with her being a druid.
Yep. And
That
they
doesn't sound
mentioned it that it's like
peculiar?
geothermal and whatnot. So
Wouldn't you find that a bit peculiar? That something that is heated by the earth?
also you're
That
in
has
the
been-
desert. It's hot as fuck. Even any naturally occurring
Mhm.
water would be toasty.
Well, with her being a wildfire druid, like fire and heat and all that stuff is right up her alley. It's just like geothermal stuff. Wouldn't does anybody else find that weird, or am I the only one?
No, that is weird.
I guess that's odd, yeah.
Her interest is piqued. I'm just like, but why would the earth be like that? We're in the desert. It's hot here, and they're natural springs. Natural springs are usually hot. But why would it be cold or colder? That is peculiar. That is quite weird.
Well,
That is
we
quite
could go.
weird.
Do we want to
see
go
if
check it
Nessus
out?
Found anything out?
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I don't think we have anything else planned for today, right? And you know, Fury's
Until
not
the
here.
For
talent
the
show.
talent show, like I hail a
Anna's
cab.
definitely, she wants to go because it's dealing with the earth.
Okie dokie.
And I pay for the cab.
I mean, you can always walk. You can choose. Don't forget. But yes, you
That's
can
a
pay for the
long
cab.
walk.
So again,
Already paid for it.
there are very hastily made like posters and stuff up that do say closed for repairs. But the door isn't locked when you get up there. And if you go inside, there is someone manning the desk. And just doesn't even look up, but hears the door and goes, "Sorry, we're closed. Please come back later." But doesn't
What's
even
going
like look up at you. We need
We're
to.
not here to use.
Well, then why are you here? Seems rather odd.
We wanted to see if there was anything we could do to help. I was just here yesterday and everything was fine. It's just weird.
As she looks up at you, you hear a voice from the back, like a kind of more like matronly, stern voice, being like, "Oh, for God's sake, I told you to lock the doors for this reason." And you see this water ganassi older woman come out. So she has that slight sheen to her skin because there's like a thin coat of moisture on her pale blue skin, almost as if she's like sweating, but not in a gross way. Almost like just makes her glisten. Has dark green hair tied in a very thick, long braid that goes like past her butt, and has like robes on with long, like chunky jewelry, like a chunky necklace made from like volcanic like almost like rock, you know, like the rock that looks like it's either the magma that cooled funny or like rocks near volcanic activity. A necklace kind of like that. It's like, "I am sorry for my incompetent employees. We are closed. The door should have been locked. I do apologize. Please hope you'll patronize us again once we have completed our repairs. Thank you." And gestures out the door. Holds the arm out. looks
Oh,
expectantly.
she's not incompetent. She's actually very nice, and she already told us that they're closed. But we were here yesterday, and it was all good. It was fine. But like we wondered why it's all closed now, and if we can help maybe somehow.
And do you think you can help because are you city workers? Have you? Because we put in our requisition to the Hands of Ord. We're waiting for the inspector, and they're taking their sweet time.
Well, I mean, no, we're just visitors from the city, but
I mean, it's geothermal, right? And we have a druid.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
do find it quite peculiar that your springs, which are heated by the earth,
Yes.
are cooling. I find that quite strange and quite peculiar myself. But
How did you know?
Well,
Even-
like I
we've
said, we
been
were
in
here
since we
yesterday,
noticed the
and
drop in temperature.
he noticed it yesterday.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
slightly cool. It was not too bad. I still liked
Mhm.
it. It was good, but I did notice it was a bit colder. And then
Interesting.
Anna over here, she figured out like, but that's weird because it's heated by the earth, and then why would it be cooler if we're in a desert?
and it would also take a lot of energy for it to cool that way, don't you think? If it's heated by the earth.
And roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh no!
11. It's like, I mean, I don't think it would take druidic knowledge to know that it was that water heated by the earth and being cool is weird, but
I mean, should look into it using that
and
knowledge.
the desk employee goes, the city inspectors are late, madam. What harm could it hurt? And she looks and goes,
I like her.
reaches under
She
the
deserves
desk,
a raise.
reaches under the desk, takes out a bunch of papers. She goes, sign these, and it's waivers. That's like you're signing. So if we get injured, like spa's not to be sued.
You're
not our
Oh, that's fine.
problem.
Yeah, no, it's
Independent
Oh, yeah.
contractors.
Oh, this is fine. This is.
Yep.
Not
This
to
is our
discuss our
life.
fee.
So once you've all signed them, it's like, I will give you 15 minutes in the room. If the city official inspectors arrive, you must leave immediately. And we also are not paying for this service. You are not requisitioned. We are not paying for your time. Maybe if you can fix our problem, but only if you can fix our problem.
We get a free spa day.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Oh.
I had to try.
All right.
All right,
check
well,
it out.
we'll take a look.
Get some nature checks.
Also, did anyone did maybe someone else also come here? Our friend was also gonna check this out before, but
Oh, well, there some girl showed up earlier, but we sent her on her way because, I mean,
Gotcha.
yeah, none of you work with the city. I shouldn't even be allowing you in here. This is
You're
on
doing
me.
us such a big favor. It's really just.
Is
an
there any
honor.
way, like, I feel like Neri would know this inherently because she knows Nessa, but would Neri know that Nessa probably is sneaking in somehow?
I assumed that too.
You can guess. You can. I mean, do you think she is?
Yeah.
We got 15 minutes.
Yep.
All right.
all right.
Got 15 minutes in there.
So where are we going?
So,
I have
can you
no
see?
idea.
Can you see the new map that I have given you?
Oh yes, we
Yes.
can.
Oh.
I have an idea of what I would like.
What? No, there's no map. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there
There's
is.
map. There it is.
I
It's
will
the spa.
refresh.
Refresh. There's a spa map.
It's so pretty.
I was still looking at the.
Which is a
the
map
headmasters.
actually from, again, credits for this map go to the Reddit user Aaliyah
here we
Thanis,
go.
and it is from the Candlekeep Mysteries subreddit. I did not
Ooh.
make this map. Shout out to them. So, where you guys are is, I'll throw your tokens in here. Hold on. Tokens. Player tokens.
This is the water gym.
Yeah. Oh, select. So where you guys are right now, this is the front desk area, like down here.
Right.
Let me throw you on. So the big room at the back with the pool in it is obviously like the communal,
Yeah,
like
it is.
spa pool. People can go in. All the little cubicles in this room you're in are like changing rooms, and those boxes and those chests are like lock boxes where people could put their belongings while they are in the spa kind of thing. Oh wait, I don't need Fury's token. Remove.
Get out of here, Fury.
Get out of here. Get out of here. And then all these rooms to the right that look like they have beds in them, instead of beds, pretend those are like the individual pools. Because again, I didn't make this map just for this. But the rest of it looks the same. And then that middle area that looks like a fireplace, seating, that's where people can get food and stuff in the spa.
Ooh.
So the only thing that's different is the rooms all with beds on the right-hand side are private baths rather than beds.
Sweet.
So she will go ahead and come with you and unlock the archway here and bring you guys all into the communal pool. While you're walking, she's like, our private baths don't seem to be affected. Their temperature seems to be stable. Haven't noticed anything changed. It seems to be mainly this big, our largest attraction though, our communal bath is what seems to be seeing the disruption.
They're not fed by the same...
Yeah, didn't Orion use a private one when we were there?
Oh, true. Well, then maybe we'll retcon the ones closest to. So maybe those first three, the top three in the map, like the most northern-facing private baths, and the ones in the like bottom right hall are still fine.
Okay.
And it's like, and it seems to be as the time passes, the further from the communal bath they are, the longer they're retaining their temperature. But it is slowly. And you'll also notice there is a little bit of a different smell. Like normally you smell like their essential oils, their aromatherapy, so they have in the water. Now it seems like that's fighting with a more kind of like stagnant,
it's a gelatinous
like musky
cube
smell.
So in this larger pool, can we see like where the water is coming from?
So yeah, about basically in the center of that pool, I'd say, is where like the natural, like the vent and the water comes up, and they have it enchanted. So then there's also where the water leaves and gets like recycled is at the back. Like those three round things at the back, we'll say are where almost like the water gets pulled back into the earth and the water comes up more centered. Like the water comes up basically like here. Hey, why are we not doing things? There we go. The water comes up from there and drains at the back. So it's kind of like in a...
Where?
There's a little bit of a current almost to the... Makes it nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of want to use my wild shape.
Yeah.
And
You gonna fish it up?
I'm going to turn into a crab. Because crabs usually exist around geothermal vents.
Look at you with
So
knowledge.
there are crabs that, that can handle that kind of heat.
Yep.
So, and they also have an exoskeleton, so hopefully that's okay.
And as you get in there, the water Ganassi woman, who did not give you her name, says, well, I will leave you to it. I will come get you in 15 minutes. And leaves, shuts the door. Doesn't like lock you in, but shuts the door and goes back to probably berating her employee at the front.
Can I look for Nessa?
Make a perception or investigation check, your choice, and tell me which one.
I'll do investigation.
Everyone else in there, you're welcome to make a perception check as well if you want.
Doing it.
I'll just look around.
Oh my god, why can't I roll? That's only a 12.
What was it?
For
Perception?
investigation.
Yeah. If you are already the crab, you have to use... Oh no, you're a druid. You can use your own. You just have to use physical.
Yeah, the mentals.
Yeah.
Perception 15 for me.
15? Okay, you got 12 for... Are you investigating or perceiving?
I was investigating. Yeah.
And Cole got...
13 perception.
Okay. And Anna?
24 perception.
Okay.
Let's go.
All of you notice the water looks... You say, again, there's that smell, fighting thing, but the water looks gorgeous. It is crystal clean. It almost looks like the bottom of the pool was like freshly cleaned. The water's that gorgeous, very like turquoisey clear blue, as the picture suggests. And you also, it looks like, the one thing there, it looks like there's like some loose change on the floor. Like, you know, when people like throw coins and like wishing wells or whatnot. There looks like some shiny metal, your guess is coins, on the bottom of the pool. And you can see them because of how clean it is. And you rolled what again, Orion? You rolled a 15?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you noticed that. Anna, you will see where the water is coming out. It's the one place it doesn't look as clear. It looks murky there. The water looks like a different color and consistency there. And you do not see. You don't see us any traces of Nessa here.
Okay.
You don't see that she's here.
But does am I the only person who
You're the only person who
sees-
seems to notice that, and you are a crab right now.
Do the crab dance. Just do like the air traffic control, like, hello, it's dirty over here.
And could I see that? Because I would assume that I would have gone into the pool, right? Because if it's a spring, right? Like, maybe I don't know. Yeah, I would have gone into the pool. Sure, I would
Okay.
have gone into the pool.
Just living your best crab
As
life.
soon as you go into the pool, that well, first put your token where you're going in the pool for me.
Okay.
It's probably almost into that area, shouldn't we?
Anyone else, if you're looking around anywhere specific, like feel free to move your tokens wherever they should be.
Yeah.
I'm just looking like somewhere here, just looking around for things.
I'm trying to figure out where center is. Yeah, that's fine. I'll put myself there. I don't know if that registered for y'all.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, you're in the pool then.
So you go in, so you go to start thing that weird, and you're a crab, so you're just like walking along the bottom.
Okay.
You see, that you as you go to investigate that like weird disturbance in the water. It seems like you entering the water, feeling the ripples and the vibrations. That weird texture in the water seems to kind of start to slowly move or undulate a little bit. And the others see now a thicker gelatinous substance start to come up out of the water. And
boy.
it appears there was a gelatinous cube blocking the drain,
Yes!
and it seems to have infected the water. And as that rises up, Cole, you also look up
Yeah.
and see you start to hear you as you see that rise up, you hear a drop next to you, and you look and see some darker blue kind of sludgy
Ugh.
shit on the floor. And you look,
Yeah.
and then dropping from the ceiling with like a really gross, wet, like splatting noise into the shallow, only like a foot deep when you're just starting to step in water. You see another oozing, sliming, writhing mass, but it's a different color. It looks a bit more like this.
Oh.
Oh, what?
And it now
No.
seems to be there are two viscous masses moving that have detected your party and are moving closer. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
let's go.
I am not prepared. Combat music. I
Get
did not
out of
expect
the
combat
water.
today.
Get out of the water.
So wait, hold on.
I'm not
If I
kidding.
see the I see the gelatinous cube,
You
right?
see it,
like,
yeah.
Come out of the
Grab
water.
book, grab book. Anyways, roll initiative.
That is
Oh,
much
combat
better.
today.
Why couldn't I roll that on my perception or my investigation?
Why is my combat roll always so
I
shit?
I rolled a 1, so that's
Oh, that's such
I
a
don't know if that-
druid initiative.
but that puts me at what is my initiative? So 3. I'm
You
gonna
rolled
put
a
that, those
3?
dice. No, I rolled
Yeah.
a 1
Oh, so it's
plus
a 3
2. My
total.
initiative is a 3.
Yikes. Okay, everybody else.
I am a crab, so
22.
Yeah.
22 for Fred.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh.
I want to roll theirs first.
Me and
Okay.
Fred teaming up.
Hell yeah.
All right, now we are about to hit the 2-hour mark, so we can pick up next session, and I will find a way for Fury to be here. I will figure it out. Maybe he got better, and then he thought this was sus, and he investigated, and you'll meet him here. We'll figure it out. Or we
Would
can do this
Anna-
combat
would Anna be
now
able to get
if
out
you're
of the water?
down. If
Just
you're
like-
if you're down to stick around after 4, we can do
I'm
the
down for
combat now.
combat.
But I don't know how
okay.
long
Yeah,
it'll
I'm
take,
fine.
so I don't want to keep anyone here longer than you are able to or have the spoons or energy for. So we can
I
just
have
pick up
PB
with
if that's
combat
the
next
case.
session. Yeah.
I think that might be.
In fact, you know what we're gonna
better for
do?
me.
You know what happens when you see that cube rise out of the water?
Yeah.
Fury's in
Fury
it.
walks in.
No,
He's in it!
He's in the cube.
Fury's in
Oh,
Oh my god.
Because Fury decided, I feel like fucking shit. I'm hungover. You know what would feel really nice? A steam in the hot spring. It's closed. Fuck this. I'll sneak in the back. I can go and do what I want.
That
and
is such a Fury thing to do.
snuck
Yeah,
in.
It is a Fury thing
And
to
he's
do.
like, I'll feel better. And then he went and just like waded in, was like, and then. So
Perfect.
he's in it. He's in the
Nice.
cube.
He's
starting
gonna
out
have
in the cube.
a really rough day.
He's gonna have a rough.
All right.
yeah,
So
he's
what
gonna
did
have a bad time.
Orion? What did you roll?
So Fred was 22. I rolled 12.
You rolled 12. Okay. I need to put Fred on here. Does Neri? What did you roll?
22.
Oh, nice. Look at you.
Look at you.
I will put
my best roll all day.
in here.
He's in the cube.
Players. Yeah, he be in the cube.
Put
I'll
him in
ask
the
Dutch if
cube.
he's really like, I really don't feel cool with that. Because I mean, they'll find some other way. But I think that's fun.
I'm
Maybe
sure.
he's
I
like
enjoy it.
running
He'll
away
do it.
from it or something. Yeah.
I'm sure he'll find it hilarious and he'll do it.
Yeah.
All right. And I need to put Fred's token in here. My tokens, Fred's chilling.
Fred
you
is
you
so
said Fred
cute.
got what? 20? No, Fred got.
22 as well.
Fred got 22. I
Yeah.
got 12.
Okay. So that's everyone. Because Neri, Fred, Orion, Cole, Dutch will roll next session. Enna, the cube, the slime. Okay. Well, that's what we're picking up next session. We have the initiative order. It will stay there in the combat tracker. We'll add Fury to it. And you can fight some cubes.
Brilliant.
Well, fight one cube, one slime.
Oof.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, that cube is gonna burst as soon as he grows, though.
I mean, maybe that's... Well, it can engulf one large or 4 medium creatures. So
Oh.
if he only grows to large, then he's still in there.
Yeah, I think he grows to large.
If he grows
Because he
to
grows
huge,
one stage.
then...
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm pretty sure he only grows one stage,
only
right?
grows one stage. I think so.
Yeah, because it goes from like 5-foot square to like 10
Yeah.
foot square.
So we're not playing next Saturday because Briar has drill. The Saturday after, is everybody chill? The 29th?
Oh, I know.
The
I'm
29th,
most likely not available.
I will
How
probably
dare
be
you.
still driving.
How dare you? We'll
I
figure
don't know
it out.
100% sure, but yeah.
We'll figure it
If
out.
Briar's not available anyway, so that already.
We could try and figure out like a Friday.
Yeah,
maybe.
we can do
Yeah, we'll
another
do that.
short one because I know Dutch is off school. No, Dutch is at his parents. We can figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right.
I can
Yeah.
do next Friday if people can.
I can't, unfortunately, either. Actually, I can because it's going to be super late, so I should be able to make that.
And we can
Although I
do a
have
short
party.
session, so we can basically just do this
The combat.
combat and maybe the talent
Oh,
show, and then
Next Friday, I'm actually not working.
so we could do early.
But we could do earlier.
Oh, but then
I
that's when
can't do
Bounty
early.
get. Well, just tell us whatever
I have
the
a party.
earliest. Just tell us when you would be back from that party foreseeably, and we'll.
I don't know. I don't know what time I'd be back, but
Well, we'll figure it
what
out.
time
We'll
did we
pick a
normally
time.
start with
2
When
hours
we did
before we
Friday?
started today. Oh, when we do Fridays?
yeah.
You usually start at like 6
like-
Yeah, we started at
Central.
like 6 p.m. Central, which is
Which
like
is
1
like
a.m.
Eastern.
1
your
a.m.
time. But we
Yeah.
can start. We don't have to start that late. Because point is, we start that late because Fan usually has work, but
Yeah,
if he's
I know.
off, then.
I know, but if I have a party, it's probably going to be better for me if it actually is later.
But we can still do
That
late,
makes
like maybe
sense.
like midnight your time or something, rather than 1 a.m.
No, but
It's still a
that's
bit
what I
better.
mean. Like, it would be better if it actually is later because my part. Then I would
Midnight's
just
still
have to
late.
be
I'm a
after the
90-year-old
party.
woman. Midnight is late for me, okay?
Yeah, midnight is sleeping.
Midnight is late. What do you mean?
I would be asleep with Beeb at that point.
Yeah, and
If
it's
it's
No,
midnight
like
my
I
time.
said,
Figure it
no, actually, I don't think I said it on stream. But my friends are like around, like beginning of 20s, so their parties last a bit longer. You know,
Oh, look at
so,
me.
yeah.
I have young, hip friends, so I'm so cool.
Sorry.
Okay,
We'll
we'll
figure it
figure it out, and we'll let
We'll
y'all
figure it
know
out.
when the next
Yeah.
session is. Figure it out. So maybe just be like, somehow be like, oh no, I've broken my leg. I can't go to drill, and just stay home and lie to them. And then we
Yeah,
play next
that'll
Saturday.
work.
I know. Alright. If you missed anything, if you want to rewatch anything, videos go up on my YouTube channel. Make sure to check out these wonderful people. A lot of those of us that stream, some of us are diversifying to other platforms, but their links are going to be on their Twitch pages to their other social medias. So !players anytime if you ever want to get their links, find them there. And yeah, keep an eye on Twitter/threads/Discord is where I typically post scheduling updates. I'll also just start using the schedule feature on Twitch more when we know and I can put the definitive time in there. But yeah, thanks for hanging, guys. Thanks for bearing with for the shorter session, later start. It worked out for me because I was home late anyway, but we were trying to see if we could maybe get Dutch to join us, and also I had to I'd prep new things. So that's why the different start time today.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is very much inspired by a thing that happened in our Witchlight campaign, and I was like, wait a minute, I'ma do it to Briar. It's Briar's turn. Anyway. So see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.